What if I told you that one of Sri Lanka's most vibrant art forms, Batik, was once on the verge of disappearing forever? A craft with centuries of history, introduced by the Malays during the Dutch colonial period, was slowly fading away, destined to be forgotten. But then came a single figure, bold, rebellious, and visionary. An artist who defied expectations, who took this dying tradition, breathed new life into it, and transformed it into something modern, dazzling, and unforgettable. She carried Batik from Sri Lanka's workshops to the world stage, ensuring it would never be lost again. She was the savior of an art form, the guardian of Lankan heritage, the woman who placed our island on the global map of Batik. Her name, Ina de Silva. Join me as we step into her world, a story woven with the same brilliance, courage, and vibrance that Batik itself embodies. Ina de Silva was born Ina Aluwihare on the 23rd of October 1922. She was the younger daughter of Sir Richard Aluwihare, the first Ceylonese Inspector General of Police and later High Commissioner to India, and Lady Lucille Munamale. She hailed from an aristocratic family from Matale with close ties to some of Ceylon's most prominent families. Her elder sister, Phyllis Sita, married Jayampati Charitaratwate II, a cousin of Sirimao Bandaranayake, the world's first female Prime Minister. Educated at CMS Ladies College Colombo, one of Sri Lanka's premier missionary schools for girls, young Ina proved herself to be brilliant. She excelled in her studies and became the very first recipient of the school's coveted Ingram Shield. She loved plants and dreamed of pursuing botanical studies at the University of Colombo, but fate had other plans. At just 16, Ina shocked Colombo society when she eloped with Osmond de Silva, a man 13 years her senior and a close associate of her father. Interestingly, in 1955, Osmond would go on to succeed Sir Richard Aluwihare himself as Inspector General of Police, a bizarre twist of destiny. The marriage, bitterly opposed by the powerful Aluwihare clan, took Ina to Jaffna, where Osmond de Silva was posted. There, her neighbour happened to be the renowned entomologist George Morrison Reed Henry. The couple had two children, Anil Gamini Jayasuriya, who became an artist and conservationist, and Anula Kusum Gilmore. At just 26 years old, Ina was chosen to embody the spirit of Ceylon during the island's independence celebrations. Dressed in a dazzling silver costume, holding a glowing lamp, and crowned with an elaborate headdress, she became a living symbol of the nation, representing the birth of modern Ceylon and the triumph of civilization over the island's ancient past. Though Ina had studied art in her youth, her true artistic journey began in 1960 when she and her husband asked Geoffrey Bawa, the celebrated pioneer of tropical modernism, to design their home at No. 5 Alfred Place, Colombo. The house became a landmark, admired so much by Bawa that when Ina later moved back to Matale, he shifted part of his own office into it. It was here that Ina's world of color, tradition, and innovation exploded into life. She drew inspiration from ancient Sinhalese flags and motifs, reimagining them with her own creative stamp. Her Tree of Life design became iconic. With Bawa, she collaborated on Batik tapestries for some of his most famous buildings, from the Bentota Beach Hotel to the Sri Lankan Parliament House. Her works adorn the Oberoi Hotel, the Lighthouse Hotel in Galle, and even the Ceylon Pavilion at the 1970 Osaka World Expo. She co-founded a firm with Lucky Senanayake, Professor Reggie Siriwardena, and her son. By 1964, she had established the Matale Heritage Center, which trained artisans and produced exquisite batiks. After Osmond de Silva's death, Ina served as a Commonwealth consultant on handicrafts in the British Virgin Islands before returning to Sri Lanka. In 1982, she converted her ancestral Aluwihare Balawa into a heritage centre, teaching carpentry, needlework, brass foundry, and of course batik. She empowered women, particularly school dropouts, helping them become financially independent and skilled. But Ina's story also carried drama. Her beloved Colombo house, once rented by Belgian painter Saskia Pentalon for 22 years, was nearly lost to demolition when developers sought to turn it into a hospital car park. Outcry followed. In a remarkable rescue effort, the house was dismantled piece by piece and relocated to Lunuganga, Bawa's legendary estate in Bentota. Ina's contribution did not go unrecognized. In 2011, she received a Lifetime Achievement Award from the Geoffrey Bawa Trust. To many, she was more than an artist. She was the spirit of Sri Lanka and the Lady of the Banners, a pioneer who saved traditions from vanishing while giving them a dazzling modern soul. On the 29th of October 2015, at the age of 93, Ina passed away at her ancestral home in Matale. She was cremated 2 days later, yet her legacy lives on. The Aluwihare Heritage Centre continues to operate, keeping her vision alive through the very women she trained and inspired. Ina de Silva was not just a queen of batik, she was the woman who wove together tradition, modernity and empowerment, leaving behind a legacy as colourful and enduring as her art itself. If you've enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, comment and of course subscribe. Stay with me till the end of this video to see some rare pictures of Ina Aluwihare de Silva and her timeless creations. For questions, you can always reach me at tuanzamirwrites@gmail.com. Please check out the description box below for image credits, sources and recommended readings. Until next time, this is me, Zamir Karim, signing off, uncovering history one story at a time. Take care and God bless you all.